Was this story fake or is it being covered up? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I bring you an update to the TikTok boat jump challenge that allegedly took the lives of 4 people in Alabama. Apparently, according to mainstream media news sources, this story was totally fake. I'm talking about it was not real at all. There was no TikTok challenge, there was no boat jumping, and nobody died from the boat jumping. That's what they say. But the original story was all over the place. It wasn't just a so-called right-wing media. We'll get to that in a minute. It was everywhere. Reputable news sources. You had actual people on the ground who were quoted saying certain things, and those quotes aren't going anywhere. They're not trying to say the quotes were lies. They're not trying to say it was a hoax, but they're saying that the story didn't really happen. Now, before I go any further into it, let's give you a quick refresher, shall we? Now, the original story was that there was a challenge on TikTok called the Boat Jump Challenge. And in the challenge, what you would do is jump from a speeding boat and tape it, as you can see right here on the screen. Now, there is some boat jumping going on, but they're saying that it was never really a challenge. It wasn't trending on TikTok. So these are just random videos, I suppose. People jumping from the boat, taping themselves, having a good time, doing poses, backflips and everything else, doing little back tucks off the boat. You got young people, old people, everything like that doing the boat jump challenge, but there is no boat jump challenge. Okay, that's what they say. And here's a news article from ABC 7 News. This is news in Los Angeles, but they were talking to people out there in Alabama about what happened. Let's review this. Then we're going to get into the updated article in which they debunk all this. Let's go ahead and check it out. And if you want to see everything in full without my commentary, link as always will be in the description box.
A new warning about a popular TikTok challenge as the weather heats up. 4 people have now died in Alabama from the challenge called boat jumping. The trend has you jump off moving boats. While the water might be still, with the boat moving, it's creating a dangerous place to land.
The 4 that we responded to when they jumped off of the boat, they literally broke their neck and, basically an instant death.
So this is the voice of Captain Jim Dennis from Childersburg Rescue Squad. You heard what he said right there. He said it's a challenge, it's dangerous. They jumped from the boat. The 4 that we rescued, or the 4 that died, jumped from the boat and they snapped their necks. It's like an instant death. Let's play that back one more time, just so we're on the same page. Again, this is straight from Alabama, their news, their people talking about what's going on. Let's check it out one more time. Then we're going to get into the update.
Water might be still, with the boat moving, it's creating a dangerous place to land.
The 4 that we responded to when they jumped off of the boat, they literally broke their neck and, basically an instant death.
So the 4 we responded to, they jumped off the boat and they snapped their neck. It was literally an instant death. That's what they say. Okay, that's what they're talking about right here. Here's the article. I'm right here on the website. This is a legitimate news source. I'm not making it up. This is not some kind of right-wing conspiracy. This is real news we're talking about, but they said it was fake news. Now, let's get into the article here. This is on ABC, which is kind of funny because this is ABC local, and here's ABC National refuting what their local station put out. So I was like, okay, who do we believe? What's going on? All right. And then they had the captain of the rescue out there in Childersburg, who said exactly what happened. So was he lying? What's going on? You see the headline here, Fact Focus. A story about a deadly TikTok boat jumping challenge went viral, then it fell apart. News outlets were warning of a deadly TikTok challenge that involves people jumping off of speeding boats. All right, let's see it here. As July 4th holiday approached, a local news report in Alabama warned of a deadly TikTok challenge that involved jumping from a speeding boat. Quote, last 6 months, we have had 4 drownings that were easily avoidable. Jim Dennis, captain of the Childersburg Rescue Team, told local ABC affiliate station in Birmingham, Alabama, in a story that aired on July 3rd, they were doing a TikTok challenge. This is what he said. We're quoting him. Again, captain of the rescue team out there in Alabama. National and international news outlets snapped up the report, cautioning about the trend. But Alabama's main public safety agency says while there have been boating fatalities this year, no such deaths have been reported. So there have been people that died, but nobody died, or nobody died in that way. Let's be clear with our wording here, ABC National. A spokesperson for TikTok also says no boat jumping challenge is trending on its platform. So we're taking the word from Alabama's government. That could be some bureaucracy going on. I'm just putting it out there. And rather than the word of the guy that's actually right there doing the rescues, you're going to the Capitol and taking word from them. And also from TikTok itself, they say, oh, no, it didn't happen. So there was no bump jumping challenge. Nothing like that trended. Yeah, it could have been on TikTok, but it didn't trend. We didn't heat it up, so don't blame us. We're not liable for what happened. We're not responsible for what happened. And then Alabama themselves are saying that nobody died that way. So they're doing fact checks here. Again, this is on ABC National. They are fact checking the ABC Local. Let's continue. The claim, 4 people attempting the viral TikTok challenge have died jumping from moving boats in Alabama recently. The facts. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, which oversees the state's public safety agencies, tweeted on Monday to dispel the viral rumors. The agency said its Marine Patrol Division had no records of boating or marine-related deaths that could be directly linked to TikTok or a trend on TikTok. It noted that one person was fatally injured after jumping from a moving boat in 2020, and a similar case happened in 2021, but that neither death was linked to TikTok. But your man said in the last 6 months we had 4 drownings. So what are we talking about? Anyway, let's continue. In a follow-up email to AP, Associated Press, the agency provided details about 6 water-related deaths Marine Patrol investigated so far this year. None of the incident reports mentions TikTok or any such challenge. Well, would that be on the incident report? TikTok, would that be there? You guys who work in that particular field in law enforcement or whatever, would you include a social media platform's name in your paperwork? I'm just asking for clarity. Let's continue. On July 8th, for example, a 79-year-old man drowned from falling off his boat without a life vest while fishing overnight on the river. A day earlier, a 65-year-old man drowned after he got off a pontoon boat to help a dog in a lake. The other fatalities included a 19-year-old who crashed his jet ski into a tree in May, and a man who apparently drowned in January after the vessel he was on struck a bridge and capsized. So somebody's lying. Either the man that is the head of the rescue team out there in Alabama is lying, or Alabama's government is lying. Somebody is telling a lie. Now, what needs to happen is you need to say that the man who was quoted is either not really involved with rescue out there in Alabama, or that he's a liar. You got to say one or the other, because if you don't say that, then we're just left to figure out who to believe. If you are telling the truth and you're not being refuted, you're not being called a liar, and you're doing the same thing, then how do I know who is a liar? Anyway, People Magazine, the New York Post, and a number of other major outlets that initially reported on the TikTok challenge deaths have since updated their stories to include the state's response. But social media users in English and in Spanish are still sharing the claims as accurate. Some even include videos purporting to show the victims. Police say at least 4 people have died during the TikTok boat jumping challenge, wrote one Twitter user in a widely shared post that included various videos. Okay, like, I think people can understand that this clip here they're probably referring to, I think you understand it's not necessarily them. I think it's just an example of the challenge. All right, if that's not clear, but maybe people aren't necessarily clear on that. Meanwhile, Dennis, the local first responder quoted in the original story, walked back his comments after state officials weighed in this week. He told AL.com, Alabama.com, another local news outlet in Alabama, that his remarks during an interview about boating safety were taken out of context, but he maintained that his organization has responded to reports of people who jump off boats this year. So, I mean, so what you said was correct, but they're saying that people did not jump off boats. They're saying people fell off a boat. One guy crashed his jet ski. So y'all still not on the same page. You could say it wasn't the TikTok challenge, but you did say people jumped off boats and they died and their neck snapped. So what are we getting wrong here? You said it was a TikTok challenge. You said they jumped from the boats and snapped their neck. You said it was 4 within 6 months. So what part of that is out of context? I'm trying to figure it out for myself. If y'all know, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what I'm missing. Anyway, I'm getting triggered. The ABC affiliate in Birmingham also declined to comment, but in the story Monday about the state's response, the station included Dennis's full, unedited interview. Ben Rath, a spokesperson for TikTok, stressed boat jumping is ever trending on the platform, echoing a statement the company's office in Mexico City provided in Spanish. TikTok also said it is not commenting on things that are not part of the platform, blah, 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 blah. That's just them trying to get out of it, trying to not be liable. Okay, so there's more there. But you're talking about news outlets that have updated their original articles to include the quote-unquote new information, but your own affiliate, ABC, has not done so. They have not done so, okay? This story is from July 8th, 2023. We're now July 17th, 2023, a Thursday, and it's not been updated. Not from what I see, not at all. I don't see any update. Let's refresh right quick. Can we get that going on? I see no update. I see no addendum. Nothing like that. Now, what there could be is another story, but usually what happens is that they will update the original article. They've not done so. So somebody's lying, and I'm trying to figure out who it is. As I close, I want to say this. This story is very fishy. No pun intended. Boats, water, fish. It's fishy. Somebody's lying. I think what my man said is correct about the boat jumping. Maybe the only thing is that it was not necessarily a trending viral TikTok challenge. It could have been videos that were posted on TikTok, and it could have been part of a challenge they were doing in Alabama, but maybe it wasn't a widespread thing that TikTok heated up and artificially boosted to the top. Maybe that's all they can say. But to say it didn't happen and nobody died doesn't make any sense, because my man who's right there on the ground said, yes, there were 4 that died in 6 months. So what's really going on? I think the original story is what it is, and the news story is a way for TikTok to try and get out of any kind of liability. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what's going on here? Do you think the story is fake? Nobody jumped from a boat and died. There was no TikTok challenge. The boat jump challenge is not real. It's all made up. I showed you the source. I showed it to you right there. You heard my man's voice. You saw his quote. You didn't see any, quote, retraction. You didn't see him say, well, nah, nobody died. There was somebody that jumped from a boat. He still maintains what he said. So who do we know who's telling the truth here? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I think the original story is pretty much accurate. The only thing that could be different is the whole TikTok portion of it, meaning maybe it wasn't viral. But I think what happened was these people did jump from the boat doing their own little challenge, and then they recorded it and put those on TikTok, although it wasn't the thing that TikTok allowed to spread and gain traction and become viral. That's probably what happened. I'm not buying what Alabama is saying, talking about nobody died, because the man right there on the ground in the rescue team said that he did die. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.